Hello, everyone. I'm Sarah, and I'm the Product Marketing Manager for our core product experience. During Canva Create this year, we ran a series of workshops in the Learning Studio, an area devoted to getting hands-on with Canva's new features and tools. In this on-demand webinar, I'm going to take you through some of those sessions. The best thing, these are the exact same workflows we use at Canva. So today we'll be running through transforming meetings into workshops, crafting next level internal comms, and lastly, creating a course with Canva. As you probably already know, we're now in the midst of a rapidly accelerating visual revolution. Every single day, there are more than 3.2 billion images and 720,000 hours of videos being shared. And in the process, we're all becoming more visually literate, from the way we communicate with our friends to the way we share content, read content, and even watch content. Visuals convey complex information quickly, helping us not only understand, but retain information too. Ultimately, helping drive the actions and outcomes you want, making it now critical for every individual, every company, and even at school. This is why our team has been working to bring the power of visual communication to everything you do with the Visual Suite. Let's take a look. Canva's Visual Suite unlocks the power of visual communication. It's easy to design every type, from Canva presentations, docs, videos, and more. Incredibly though, whiteboards are a very underutilized tool in our Visual Suite, so we thought we should show you how we use it and why we love it so much. For instance, at Canva, we don't have a lot of meetings. Instead, we have whiteboard workshops. It means more gets decided on during the session and everyone is active and engaged. Let me show you where to find whiteboards and a few of the tools and features that really make them essential. So if you wish, you can follow along by scanning the QR code or navigating to the tiny URL. Let's jump in. Great, so let's dive into whiteboards. So as you can see here, it's an infinite canvas, which is an amazing place to have so many ideas. As you can see on the bottom left here, we have a zoom in and out function, which is great when you want a little bit more detail. Another really cool function is if you hold down the space bar, it actually helps you navigate around the infinite canvas as well. So what you can see on the screen here is our Learn and Play that you should all have access to via that tiny URL and QR code. As we zoom into the first section, it introduces us to some really cool tips in whiteboards to sort of get you started in whiteboards and understand our favorite tips in this doc type. So the first one is shortcuts. So we have our little shortcuts cheat sheet here, which is really handy when you're trying to do stuff really quickly and get into that brainstorm flow. So the first one that I love is adding text by clicking T. So all you have to do is click T on your keyboard and then a new paragraph text pops up and then you can just type whatever you want in there. Cool. Take a look at the list and try them all out. The next one is being able to actually add whiteboards to presentations. So the way you can do this, if you select the little icon at the bottom here that says show thumbnails, if you want to add a new page, you can add a new page by clicking plus, and then it actually shows up as a presentation slide. From here, you can then click the three dots in the top corner and then expand to whiteboard. So presentations and whiteboards are really handy, and they go hand in hand essentially, just to make sure that you have all your ideas separated how you wish. And if you need more space, you can easily expand to a whiteboard. Moving down, another cool feature in whiteboards is you can add data, and you can really bring your data to life in whiteboards to really get your point across in any brainstorm or quick flow design that you're creating. So the way that you do this is you go to the Elements tab, scroll down to Charts, and then select your favorite one. This one is mine with the little people. And then you can pop that in, and then you can change the icon to whatever reflects the data point that you're trying to convey. And then you can, of course, change the data and the spacing and the positioning to make it your own. Moving on, another really great one is Draw. So you can see on the left here, we have the Draw tab in a whiteboard. So if you just click that one and then you select whatever pencil you want, I'll click the highlighter. And then when you're in a whiteboard, you can really highlight the things that you want to draw attention to. So say I want to draw attention to tip number 5. Now, moving on to another one, Magic Media is really cool as well. A lot of you might have already used Magic Media. We now have graphics as well with Magic Media, as well as videos and images. So you simply have to go to Elements tab, and then we have it here under AI Image Generator. You can click Generate Your Own, and then you can type anything that relates to your brainstorm. So say rubber ducky with an umbrella. Generate image. This is really cool in whiteboards as well, as it's great for storyboarding. So if you're putting together a marketing campaign ad or a social media video, and you don't want to have like actual graphics or videos taken and you just want to quickly brainstorm, you can use Magic Media. So here are some really great results. I'll pick this one and pop that in. So it's a really great one in whiteboards as well. And then my other favorite is setting a timer. So when you're brainstorming and you need a specific amount of time to keep everyone on track, you can actually do this within Canva. So if you select the little timer at the bottom, you can put it for however long as you want. And we also have music now as well. So you're not just sitting in silence brainstorming, there's music in the background, and then the timer will go off at the certain time. Great. So I'll leave you all up to do this. Jump in, have an explore, try out whiteboards, and have a go yourself. Feel free to pause this on-demand webinar now and keep playing in your whiteboard. But are you ready to keep going? So we've already examined how to revolutionize your meetings. Now let's focus on creating your very own internal comms masterpiece. Today, we'll be diving into one of my favorite design types, websites. So we use websites all the time at Canva to share company updates, reports, and more. The one you see on the screen now is one every Canvanaut holds dear to their hearts, the Canvazine. This is our fortnightly newsletter that covers everything happening at Canva, from team birthdays to team bonding and more. So as you can see, websites are a powerful way to tell a story and connect with your audience, both internally and externally every day, just like we do with our Canvazine. It helps communicate your message in a compelling way that is engaging, unlike the old school email updates. Yet, website creation is often perceived as a difficult task requiring lots of time and skill. So let's show you how to skip the learning curve and create engaging websites with Canva. First up, I will do a live demo, and you can feel free to follow along with this QR code. So simply scan the QR code or grab the tiny URL and you can follow along with the learn and play. Great. So now diving into websites, you'll be able to access this learn and play via that QR code. And I'll just run through some of the top steps to get you started, and then you'll be able to go and have a play yourself. So here we have a Canvazine template. So you'll be able to create your own Canvazine. Websites are a really cool doc type in Canva. It's all very intuitive in the editor itself. So see on the left here, we have some key actions that you can use. So there's some little tool tips that you can follow as well. So for example, if you want to duplicate a page, you can press duplicate and then the exact same thing will pop up. delete a page, it's right there again, delete. Another cool one as well is if you want to extend a page, like a section of the website, you can extend it or even make it smaller. Another great thing as well is brand kits. So brand kits, as mentioned before, with internal and external comms, we of course want to make it on brand. So jumping into your brand templates, you can add any page from a brand template or ensure that your color scheme is on point by using the color shuffler, as well as headings and making sure that your font is on brand as well. So, for example, I will add a logo and just add that to the top there to make it on brand. Cool. So scrolling down, another really cool tip in websites is grouping elements. So for example, on here we see these speakers. And if you want to just drag and select the elements, then you can press group. And then you can also ungroup elements by pressing ungroup. And you can make them smaller or larger just to make sure that they're the same size. And then this also helps when converting to mobile view as well, because it becomes responsive and they interact with each other as well. Great. So once you've done filling out your Canva zine all about Canva Create or whatever you want the Canva zine to be about, make sure you delete any unwanted slides and then you can publish. So when you're happy with your website, you can just go to the top right here and select preview. This will show up a both mobile and desktop view of your website. And you can have a little scroll, pick out anything that doesn't look too right, and you can go back to the editor. It's a really great way to view it as what it will actually look like on the web. Then from there, you can actually publish the website and go through the steps to publish it to the web. You can either get a free Canva URL or upload your own. We're already at the last session. Remember, if you want to spend a little longer exploring what you're learning, feel free to pause this webinar at any time. Okay, so saved the best for last, Canva courses, an announcement that got a lot of people excited during the keynote. I'll start by giving some background on courses and learning at Canva, taking you a tour of our new product, and then you'll get the chance to try out the product yourself and build your own course. So learning is essential to the development of considerate, compassionate, and cooperative societies, the success of organizations, and the personal pursuit of happiness. But learning doesn't just take place in classrooms or lecture halls, and it doesn't stop when we leave school either. Learning happens everywhere. It's fundamental to what makes us human. From a baby's first steps to a new employee's onboarding, learning is essential no matter where we are in life. We've seen learning in the workplace become increasingly important, with 76% of Gen Z employees seeing learning as a key to career success. Learning even provides employee benefits like more engaged and happier employees or better productivity. And there are so many things we need to learn, and we can teach in the workplace as well. Learning touches every employee and every team, whether you're onboarding to your company, looking for the latest research reports, or trying to remember that pesky Excel formula. And everyone at work can be a teacher or a student at different times. Take Justin, for example. One day he's learning about how pay equitability works at Canva, and the next he's assigning a course to his colleagues on the fundamentals of good presentation design. But we understand it can be challenging to create really engaging learning materials that your team will not only enjoy, but also find time to utilize. Which is why we built courses in Canva. With courses, you can create and assign engaging learning your team will actually love, and you can track their progress right within Canva. Start from scratch or pick a template, or you can even use one of your existing Canva designs as well. You can combine all different formats from docs, presentations, videos to really keep your team engaged. And then you can scale those materials with AI and make sure they're on brand with a click. So creating a course is as simple as adding a new folder and sequencing your content to tell the story you want. You can easily diversify your content and combine read-only resources with hands-on activities to keep your team engaged. Then you can easily assign courses to your team member with a click and then progress and return to the content at their own speed. You can also track their progress with simple reports and insights. Plus, it's all done in the same place your team works every day. So it's easy to make learning a part of your team's workflow with Canva. So, to wrap this whole webinar up, I'm going to give you a design challenge in which you'll explore everything we've learned today. So, today's theme is your very own course. Maybe something for your workplace, new employees, or maybe something your kids need to learn. It's completely up to you. There are just so many use cases for courses. I'm now going to walk through the course's functionality before letting you have a go yourself. All right, so to complete your design challenge, I will show you how to create your very own course in Canva. So to kick us off, we have to go into the Projects tab. Then we have to go to Add New. You can see it's very shiny here. Then you can see the Course tab, select Course, and then press Create Your Own Course. And then it will take you to the course page here. So the first thing we want to do is, you can see it's quite bare at the moment. Say, for example, we want to create a course for a new employee onboarding. So I will call it New Employee Onboarding. Then we also want to add a description to really intro the course about what they're about to get into. So welcome, newbie. This is your onboarding course. And then press save. Great. So for this one, I think I will create a new design just to really make sure it's fresh and new. Let's do a presentation. And as you can see, it takes you directly into the editor itself. To make sure it's on brand, I'll go to brand templates and just select a pre-made template that's already in there. So I'll pick this one. And then I will apply all pages. So as you can see, this one is about the business. So it's already in there, ready to go. And then we can go back to the course and it will be saved and we can name it. So welcome to Canva. And then let's do another one. Why don't we add a doc? So as you can see, you can add any type of design into a course, which is really great, just to keep it interesting and make sure that it's not all presentations or not all a very long doc. As you can see also on the left here, it's sequenced. So this is our previous presentation, and then the next one is the doc here. So let's just say your team. There we can go back. And it's saved. Another really great thing about courses is you can sequence the content however you wish. So for example, if I actually want your team to be first, I simply drag and drop it to the first or vice versa. So it's really great, really intuitive to just design on the spot. Now that that is done, and if you're happy with your course, all you have to do is now select Assign Course on the top right. So if you press Assign Course and then type in the newbie's name, their email should pop up and then you can send it directly to them. If you're the one creating the course as well, you'll also have reporting on the side here. And once you click that, at the moment, we don't have any data here, but once the newbie has jumped into the course and played around, you can see where they're at and how they're going as well. So it's a really great way to track their status and how they're feeling and when they're done as well. Great. So now it's your turn to jump into courses. There's so many options. You can do another newbie onboarding course or something more personal. There's so many things that you can create in courses, and I'm super excited to see what you all come up with. Wow, we've covered a lot today, and I hope you've enjoyed my speedy demonstration skills and your chance to play with these tools and features. If you're keen to learn more, check out Design School on canva.com. It's full of amazing tutorials and even a growing library of certifications where you can test your knowledge.